Hola, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos a un nuevo video de Wuthering Waves. En este caso vamos a... no les estuve poniendo ninguna intro, nada. Así como lo grabo, lo envío. Va a haber intros. Tengo la intro preparada para esto. Pero vamos directamente al juego. Vamos con Robert o Errante, como quieran llamarlo. Y que estamos ahora, estamos en el monte Firmamento. Y vamos a justamente donde lo que dice ahí. Estamos en Villa Coiris. Lo que vamos a hacer en estos videos, vamos a tratar de ver si podemos avanzar lo más que podamos con relación a eso. Acá tenemos ya para hacer alguna cosa. Tenemos acá un punto de teletransporte. Pero tenemos a su vez, acá, como dicen acá, tenemos esto. Así que lo que voy a hacer es, voy a venir acá, rápido. Primero, vamos a ver
Let me
si
be there
podemos
for
subir.
everyone.
A
I
ver,
see my
este
way
muchacho.
clear.
Este muchacho es 40. Ascender. Necesitamos esto. Trueno. Detectar, ¿dónde está? Ir. Confirmar. Vamos a la brisa más cercana. Vamos a tratar de ver si lo podemos derrotar. Estamos en Solaris 3, creo. Sol 3, no, rango 3 de Sol 3. Por una cuestión de que no estuve subiendo al juego. Y cuando subí me subió 2 niveles de una. Y es como que se complicaba un poco la cosa. Vamos a derrotar a este muchacho. Acá tenemos otro.
Leave it to me. Sounds, come forth.
Sprout!
Ok. Tenemos otro que nos vio.
Swift and resolute.
Gracias, Camille.
A good vantage point.
Acá tenemos a otro.
Stay sharp.
Tenemos a 3 que nos vienen a atacar, así que...
Crimson Blossom! Struggle harder! Entertain me!
Entonces, ¿qué nos pasa? No, capaz que lo derrotamos. Ok. Vamos a agarrar eso. Vamos a agarrar este. Vamos acá. Si podemos.
Stay sharp.
Strike from the shadows.
Ready for battle. Unstoppable.
Vamos, dale. Otro. General.
Tell truth from facade.
Swift and resolute. The end has come.
Pumba.
Ha! No hesitation.
Vitality sour! Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers! Stemming!
You're wide open. Tell truth from facade. Don't you worry.
Break. Ha! Hopefully this helps. Ha!
Ok, podemos absorber. Y acá. Continuar, reclamar. uno solo. Uno solo. No sé si tenemos que irnos. Vamos a hacer la vuelta.
Leave it to me.
Vamos.
I sense your weakness.
Ready for battle.
Keep trying.
Disperse.
Cerramos. Y también acá este. No sé si con eso. No sé si estamos bien para volver a hacerlo. No, capaz que. Tenemos que. Actualizar en 43 segundos. Oh. Ok. Pero ya tenemos menos. Acá tenemos varios. Acá tengo marcadores porque no me deja. Añadir. Esos son tipo, tenemos algo ahí. Como venía acá porque hay algo. Este no sé qué es. Ah. Campo tácito. Ok. Este no tenemos idea. Este creo que lo habíamos hecho. Este no. Esta no sé. Intentos restantes 3. O sea que vamos a hacer. Este tenemos. Este tipo. Tiene otro coso. Ok. Tiene. Ok. Acá tenemos otro. Ok. No tenemos ninguno. Este es como otro bicho. ¿Tenemos algún otro acá? De esos que tienen como un... No es realmente un rombo. Es como algo más redondeado. Es como distinto. Tenemos dos nada más. Ese y este. Ese... Núcleo tácito de conflicto. Nada. Y este es tácito trueno. Ok, ya está. Creo que ya está para enfrentar. Sí. Ok.
Leave it to me.
Toma vuelta.
Break. Hopefully the end has come.
Ha! It's getting fun. Keep dancing.
Finale. Wind Rider. Tell truth from facade.
Swift and resolute. Ha! Ha! Ha!
You're wide open.
Strike from the shadows.
Break.
Hopefully this helps. The hour is upon us.
Ready for battle. Tell truth from facade.
Hasta ahora lo podemos subir acá al charo. Bien. Después el resto, obviamente que no. Bien. Ya con eso me quedo más tranquila. Volvamos por acá. Volvamos acá. Así ya, por lo menos algo es algo. Algo. Ya vemos que tenemos todos esos puntos. Bien. Vamos a seguir la historia.
I assume this is the Truth Seeker's bastion you mentioned.
Yes. This should be another chronosorter. It should work in similar ways with the one we saw near the luminous shore. The entrance is built on that cliff, and it's been blocked. We will need to break the 3 photon vaults with ranged attacks first.
¿Cuál es el problema?
Nothing. I was wondering, how did the Court of Savante create such an advanced mechanism using the Sentinel's power? Mortals aren't supposed to be able to comprehend it. I've never heard of any human civilization having the ability to manipulate time. Unless the Sentinel willingly taught them. But why? We need to focus on items related to the Court of Savante in Truthseeker's Pass. Maybe we can find some clues there.
Ok, dispositivo de salto durante periodo de tiempo para lanzarte en dirección al objetivo. Ok. Ok. No. Nope.
One of the photon vaults always ends up blocked off. We can't seem to break 3 of them at once. Perhaps we'll need to use the chronosorter.
Vamos a ver si esto funciona. Lo que sí, no me acuerdo para dónde tiene que ir el... No. Era la A, ok. En el próximo aprieto la A. Ok. La A. La A.
Good. Did you see the tacitite fulminate on that cliff? Perhaps we can create an opening in this disk with an explosion.
Ok. Entonces cuando gira, lo va a dejar expuesto. Ahí va.
It worked. The opening fits right onto the middle photon vault.
Rover, now we can hit the 3 photon bolts simultaneously.
Estoy haciendo uno a la vez, pero bueno.
The blockade has been lifted. Let's go in.
Ah, necesito que me revolee el coso ese. Pero vamos.
Wind against my vines.
Pero para entretención. Bueno, espera. No hay nada cerca, ¿no? Va.
A little treat.
Hay que juntar más o menos algo así como 1600 de esos. Cosa. Fija. Gracias.
Why are there tacit discords here? No. These monsters... They don't look like the usual tacit discords.
These also look like the works of the court of Savante. Did they create these simulated holograms to protect this place?
No hesitation. Hopefully this helps.
Tell truth from facade.
Swift and resolute. I sense...
Let's have fun. It's getting fun. Pruning. Grafting. Suffer. Struggle harder. Entertain me.
Swift and resolute. Hopefully this helps.
You're wide open. Break. Wind Rider.
Swift and resolute.
Mucho daño.
The hour is upon us. No hesitation. Ha! 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 I sense your weakness.
Teletransportó y
Sprout
se
of
tiró.
budding seeds. The lovely smell of all my prey.
Ok.
Sprout. How pathetic.
Ready for battle. Tell truth from facade. Don't you worry.
Stunning.
Disperse. Hopefully this helps.
Finale.
Ok.
That thing up ahead. Is it another mechanism?
It seems to have unlocked after we got rid of those holograms. Let's go and have a look.
Pero antes quiero agarrar todo lo posible. Que agarra todo lo que sea brillante. Ven acá.
For emergencies.
Tiro acá.
Struggle harder! Entertain me!
Ups. Vamos a ir después a eso. Vamos a ir después a ese lugar.
Wind against my vines.
Okay.
The glowing patterns on that gate. It's a flare crest.
Aparte, Jitin construyó esto también.
Yes. The flare crests have a complex structure, but they can be deciphered with patience. See how each star represents a flare stone? That mechanism we accidentally solved earlier should be one of them.
Por eso la estrella correspondiente se ha atenuado.
Yes. We still need the other two flare stones to open it. Wait. The blood and scales here. It's Jinshi.
Jinshi resultó herida. ¿Qué ocurrió?
She is likely teetering on the edge of overclocking now. We are running out of time.
Ahora sí.
Decades have passed, but those researchers' presence still lingers in this place. The Sentinel's situation is worse than we thought. It had already sustained severe injuries when it descended upon Mount Firmament. With one of the temporal programs lost, it no longer had the power to restore time. Instead, it could only stop and rewind it.
So, the Sentinel protected Hongzhen with its power. But it couldn't return things back to normal?
It would seem so. According to their theories, the Sentinel's injury would worsen over time. And if the Sentinel perishes, the temporal disruptions will spiral out of control, engulfing all of Jinzhou. So the Fraxidus just added a pinch of salt to the already gaping wounds on Mount Firmament.
¿Hay alguna manera de sanar a la centinela?
There's nothing we can do. At least that's what it says in these records. Only the Mianlong Chamber can provide temporary relief for the Sentinel, but it won't heal it completely. In the end, the Sentinel and a peculiar visitor who is immune to time disruptions would have to come up with a last resort.
Los cronoclasificadores, la resonancia.
The Sentinel couldn't be fixed, so they decided to replicate its power onto a resonator through induced resonance. Their experiments resulted in the first chronosorter, a man-made resonance object.
¿Funcionó?
No. A chronosorter can only rewind time within a narrow range. It's no match for the Sentinel's immense power.
Si las cosas materiales no funcionaron, entonces si fuera una persona, Jin sí.
We are getting closer and closer to the truth. 2 more flare stones left. Everything aside, first we must find Jinshi.
Wind against my vines.
I sense your weakness. The hour is upon us.
You're wide open. Unstoppable.
Swift and resolute. Hopefully this helps.
Till my last breath. Time to fight back. A momentary setback.
God.
Hopefully this helps. Remnants of the past.
Bueno, vamos a tener que ir a curarnos porque se me pusieron dos. Sí. Ok. Ahora volvemos. Viste que para eso funciona. ¿Qué tal si pongo a alguien...
Dragging me out of my lab for this.
Listo, gracias.
Pleasure me with more power.
Another chronosorter. The second flare stone should be behind this gate. Let's restore the collapsed gate with this chronosorter.
Transformarse en Chenbang después de interactuar con el mecanismo de eco. Y acá tenemos uno. Vamos a poner de vuelta a Morte.
Dragging me out of my lab for this.
Morteci.
Nice view.
There is still another photon vault to break. We can't reach it from here.
Yup.
We may need to look around for a better vantage point.
Let's do this another way.
Hopefully this helps. Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future.
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
Aparentemente. A ver si es así.
Testing output. Testing output. Testing output.
Nope.
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
A ver si este me autoequipa con el loop. ¿Qué tal?
Nice view.
Nope.
It works at least.
Vamos a cambiar un toque.
Pleasure me with more power.
Look at that device on the floating slab. It could help us open the path to other places. Shall we give it a try?
Ahora sí.
So it turned you into a Kleinbang. Please use the leap device to eject yourself and crash through that ice wall. Another chrono sorter. Let's give it a try. The stone slates have formed a path. Now we can bring the tacitite fulminate across the water.
Eh, Oh. No, güey. Y le pisteamos al...
This hidden area may allow us to reach that photon vault.
¿Eh? Ah. Acá hay algo. Total.
Disperse.
Ready for battle.
Crooning.
Finale. Yeah.
Sounds come forth. Ha!
Vamos a montón de cosas acá para agarrar.
Ha!
Antes que eso...
Break. Ha! Ha!
I...
Sounds are fading.
Ok. No necesariamente ese. Todo lo que tienen ese coso rojo sería un tipo Ni me mires. Sé que tenemos un punto de teletransporte, porque si no, estamos en el horno. Bien, vamos al... Vamos acá de vuelta. Estamos en el punto de teletransporte cerca. Pero quiero ver una cosa, porque... Sí. Esto es lo que tenemos acá.
For emergencies.
¿Ves? No, esto acá. Ahí. Tenemos este acá.
Sounds, come forth.
Withering vines.
Ha!
Finale! Wind Rider! A momentary setback.
Is this the end?
Okay. No necesariamente ahí. Pero acabo de... Como que ahí no tendríamos que ir. Ok. Pero igual lo arreglamos. Bien. Ok. Venimos acá. Vamos a poner a Mortefi de vuelta. No, Mortefi dices.
Dragging me out of my lab for this.
A ver si podemos ir nadando. Ah, no, pero no.
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
Don't bore me, okay?
One last flare stone to go. There's a carrier lift nearby. Perhaps the flare stone is on the floor beneath us. We should be able to find Jinshi soon.
Well, please don't disappoint me.
We've reached the carrier lift.
Ok. Vamos a...
Something above the carrier lift seems stuck. Something above the carrier lift seems stuck.
Casi. Investigación parte 1. Parece que hay que seguir para abajo. No. No me tomó el...
Is that so?
¿Qué dice?
So this file confirms that the chronosorters are artificial resonance objects. They activate when hit with a strong impact to create the corresponding resonance effects. And this also answers my previous question. The chronosorters rewind time through resonating with the sentinel.
Parece un montón de poder.
No, it was nowhere near enough. The chronosorters shut down once they are removed from the sentinel's range or the abnormal time flow on Mount Firmament. Plus, as artificial resonance objects, their capacity is limited. According to the Court of Savante researchers, there was a hypothesis that could potentially make them more powerful, the Second Resonance Awakening hypothesis, which states the collision between two resonating frequencies might cause a Second Resonance Awakening.
Esa profecía, una lucha fronteriza entre Chinzi y las centinelas.
Yes. That fight has to happen to trigger a Second Resonance Awakening for Jinshi, so she may exert even stronger resonance abilities, ones that allow her to restore the flow of time.
¿Tuvo éxito la investigación de la corte Chinzi?
Countless chronosorters were made to collide with the Sentinel's frequencies, but they were no match. All the machines turned to dust.
Sin excepción.
One chronosorter briefly showed the power to restore time before breaking apart. This proved that a second awakening can indeed improve resonance ability. The research log mentioned that all chronosorters were working in an overdrive mode. It's similar to how human resonators experience overclocking, they wrote.
¿Qué es overclocking?
Overclocking happens when a resonator overexerts their ability. And this researcher who wrote this suggests that it might be the key to triggering a second awakening.
No parece nada bueno.
No, it's not. Exhausting oneself will only result in destruction. In addition, I noticed another detail in these records. The chronosorters required manual control, while the sentinel Jue appeared to be under someone else's command. In the only incident of success, just as the chronosorter was about to break down, that peculiar visitor gave an order to the sentinel. And the sentinel successfully transferred some kind of energy to the chronosorter thanks to that order.
El overclock. Cuando el cloroclasificador estaba a punto de descomponerse, la transmisión de energía.
Rover, do you have an idea?
¿Y de que ella dio la orden?
Jinshi.
You.
Don't worry. Rover is special. The temporal disruption can't hurt her.
But, Changli, you're...
Shh. I gave my word to be your pawn, and I intend to keep it. As your teacher and courtier, it is only right for me to do so. And let's not forget, without me playing the Wayfinder for Rover, we wouldn't even have her here. Rover has a strong connection to this place. You need her help to resolve Mount Firmament's crisis.
But we already owe Rover a lot.
No me importaría ayudarte de nuevo. Estoy aquí para descubrir mi pasado.
As we headed toward Mount Firmament, Rover mentioned a strange dream she had. It may have been a flashback of her lost memories. Rover, Jue, and Mount Firmament. There must be some kind of crucial connection between the three. Rover also has her own reasons for being here.
I see. Rover, I will do everything I can to rescue the Sentinel as soon as possible. And we can finally talk to it in person. It will surely have the answers you want.
Let's cut to the chase. What did you find in Truthseeker's past, Jinshi?
According to the Court of Savante's records, the Sentinel was already injured upon its arrival at Mount Firmament. As time passed and its condition worsened, the flow of time became unstable here, causing temporal disruptions that could potentially threaten Jinzhou. Only the Sentinel's appointed resonator can restore its temporal mandate. Their records indicate a solution. To reverse the rapid aging effect from temporal disruptions, I must deliberately collide with the Sentinel's resonance power during combat, triggering my second resonance awakening. That will enhance my power beyond its limits.
Let's say you can achieve all that, but Jinshi, do you understand what is at stake for yourself?
I understand. I share a resonance connection with Jue, but I never took the time to truly get to know it. I've been blind to its suffering for so long. Sentinel Jue has been guiding us since the city's founding with its wise words and well-crafted decisions. The temporal disruptions we face are just a side effect of its efforts to protect local people. Without the Sentinel blocking out tacit discords through its time manipulation power, Jinzhou would be a barren wasteland today.
So what do you plan to do, Jinshi? If the Sentinel's condition is indeed incurable, nobody knows how far the temporal disruptions will continue to spread. Today it's Mount Firmament, but tomorrow it could be all of Jinzhou.
I will. If it truly comes down to that, I'll fulfill Jue's prophecy myself. It's the only way to save Mount Firmament, protect Jinzhou, and help the Sentinel.
Have you thought about the consequences, Jinshi? Trying to trigger a second awakening by fighting the Sentinel, it could make you overclock at any moment. We both know what that means. You could lose your mind forever, or even disintegrate into dust. You don't want to end up like those chronosorters, shredded under immense pressure. On top of that, do you honestly believe you can fight in your current condition? I can see right through your facade, Jinshi. You're essentially committing suicide at this point.
You're one to talk, my teacher. I learn from the best. When have you ever backed down from risking your life for what you believe in?
Oh? I don't remember ever teaching you that. We all die eventually, but we need to stay alive as long as we can to achieve more. Jinshi, you must live and inherit the Sentinel's power. Then you can save and protect these people for years to come.
Changli,
Jinshi, I don't intend to stop you. I know you've made up your mind. That's why I brought Rover here. You may have already guessed it. Rover is indeed the hero who fought by our Sentinel's side during Jinzhou's early days. She's also the mysterious visitor spoken of in tales about Mount Firmament. All evidence we've gathered points to this being true. If anyone can help us with the situation at Mount Firmament, it must be Rover.
No recuerdo nada, pero puedo luchar. Soy fuerte, no me haría daño ayudar. Puede que haya otras opciones.
thank you, my teacher. Jingshi will keep your words in mind.
Lastly, we still don't know for sure how the Fraxidus is keeping our Sentinel trapped. This will determine if you can actually meet it face to face.
Tal vez los Fraxidos sean muy fuertes. Podríamos estar utilizando los mecanismos del cortellito. Quizás manipularon la debilidad del centinela.
Yes, it could be any of these scenarios. Lady Xingyi is already on the case. We should get an answer soon. The cipher key should be inside the stone chamber, behind its entrance gate. There is one more flare stone to work out. Let's get moving. Look, our last target. On those floating floor tiles. We need a way to restore them.
A ver qué hay por acá.
Well, please don't disappoint me.
Ah, ok.
The Sentinel never tried to interfere with natural death before. Why did it make an exception?
Wind against my vines.
It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order.
Vamos uno. Listo, ya sé el orden. Tiene un solo coso acá arriba. Ese tiene dos. Este acá. Este ahí. Ese tiene tres. Uno, tres. Y si no es así, es al revés.
It worked. The court of Savante set many traps here. They must have worked hard to protect Mianlong Chamber.
Ya fue donde vinimos. Antes de agarrar eso, voy a agarrar el cofre de arriba por las dudas. Quizás no es nada. Eso sí.
Well, please don't disappoint me.
Por las dudas. Sí, porque se fue para abajo, así que... Número que decimos...
It's a trap! Watch out!
One more time. One with the sound.
Perish in flames. Plan with convention. Then
Let me be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Bien, estos. No puedo ver ni siquiera quién. Este tiene obviamente el dragón. Ok. Eras de la cosecha. Ella abrazador y ella tiene obertura que es. No me acuerdo.
my blade yearns.
Take form.
Sounds come forth. Take form.
Feathers incinerate.
Swift and resolute.
take form.
Crosscut. Sever. Disperse. I'm done with all 3 flare stones.
Good. Let's head back to the entrance. We should be able to access the cipher key now.
Remnants of the past. Wind guide me.
Pues tengo ganas de venir para este lado a ver qué onda. Ok, es la abertura. La abertura, ok. ¿Por dónde entramos, WuWa? Ahora sí. Me había perdido yo. A la entrada. Bien.
The cipher key.
Mm. Ok. Creo que agarramos todo. ¿Ves por acá? Sí. Ok.
Rover, take good care of the cipher key. I'm leaving the rest to you and Jinji.
¿Y tú?
Please don't forget, I am your wayfinder. I journeyed with you into the mountains to ensure you meet up with Jinshi. From this point onward, I will be counting on you both to go and confront the Sentinel. This is all I can do for you, I'm here to guide, not intervene. The path is yours to choose. Not to mention, the Fraxidus has been pestering us non-stop. You'll need someone to keep them at bay.
Práxidos están aquí por mí.
Yes, they've been constantly watching you, interested in your every move. They can never seem to take their eyes off of you. By all means, please carry on without me. As for myself, I have a more fitting location to make my contributions from. Oh, speak of the devils. How rude. This is not how we greet people here. Allow me to demonstrate the proper etiquette.
Changli.
Those artificers are nothing to worry about. Don't worry. Changli has her plans. I don't believe we will run into more ambushes on the way.
Bueno, vamos a ver si... acá quedó este para hacer. A ver si podemos por lo menos tener algunos adicionales. Ven cómo me gusta tener todas las balizas, todo el punto de teletransporte.
Leave it to me. Disperse.
Vanilla!
Tengo que
Break.
estos son de 50 tipos. 54.
Bloom from ashen shell! Grafting, suffer!
Este para absorber. Este para absorber. Bicho fuego. Okay. Uno de 4, ok. Uno. No digo de 4, digo uno que es violeta. Tengo que cambiar a...
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
Estoy demasiado...
Nice view.
Nice view.
Nice view.
Ok, eso fue interesante.
Pleasure me with
Familia.
more power.
Ian.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
Break!
Calyx! Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers! Let's have fun!
You're wide open. Tell truth from the side. Don't you worry. Unstop. I can take it till my last breath.
Break! The hour is upon us.
Sprout of budding seeds! Stemming! It's getting fun. Struggle harder. Entertain me. Crimson blossom. Withering vines.
Strike from the shadows. Hopefully this helps. Sounds come forth. Ha. Swift and resolute. Hope the end has come. Huh. Huh. Disperse. Huh.
Ready for battle. Fear no more. Prevail the lasting cut.
Keep it together. Hopefully this helps.
You're wide open. Break!
No hesitation. Ha! Last chance. Moment of resonance. Ha!
Ready for battle. Tell truth from the side.
Hopefully this helps.
Bien. Acá. No, pero por lo menos tenemos esto que es
Wouldn't hurt to be more prepared.
grabado. Otra.
Stay sharp.
Swift and resolute.
A momentary setback.
Corre, corre, corre. Ahora ya sí podemos habilitar este. Habilitamos este, pero volvemos acá a recuperarnos. Ups. Ok, ya estamos recuperados. Volvamos. Vamos acá. Bien. Ok, vamos a ver cuál es el siguiente. Capaz que los que están acá arriba. Oh. Ok. Como que está abajo, ¿no? Ahí tenemos otra campana.
Wind guide me.
Tenemos otro perro de esos. así. Ahí va. Bien.
A good vantage point.
Ok, tenemos esta baliza. A ver, esta otra. No, seguir. Esa está allá arriba. Oh, ok. La última. Esta del long. Uno más.
For emergencies.
Me encontré con un cofre. Más. Uy, tenemos un pato. Ahora sí. Hola, ¿cómo andan?
Leave it to me. I sense your weakness.
Sprout! Struggle harder! Entertain me!
Break! Tell truth from facade.
Moment of resonance.
You're wide open.
Stemming! Grafting! Severed!
Okay,
Clipping!
Sounds come forth. Ha! Ha!
Finale!
recupera. Absorbe a otros. Bueno, por lo menos me dejó sin...
Don't you worry. Wind Rider!
Vamos a poder continuar más.
Prevail the lasting night.
Entwine! Let's have fun! Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers! Crimson Blossom! It's getting fun!
Strike from the shadows. The hour is upon us.
Ya, por lo menos podemos absorber, a ver. Garza pluma violeta. Es violeta, sí. Ok. Estoy segura de que esto es algo. Mira, deposito hay algo grabado. Ahora debemos abandonar nuestro santuario y cumplir con nuestro deber. No regresemos hasta que la victoria sea nuestra. Para completar el rito de ofrenda, busca lámpara vidriada en la cordillera Anji. Dice que se encuentra allí, será tu primer destino. Digo, ok. Ok, como que son varios. Ok, a ver ahora. Estamos está abajo. Ah,
An unexpected discovery.
Uy. Necesito carne. Molécula por 2. Gracias.
Wind guide me.
Hay más islas, más cosas. Después tenemos que ir. Aparentemente hay más cosas para allá. Perdón. Y acá hay un par de bichos.
Leave it to me. Break.
Ready for battle.
Talons, come forth.
Set.
Realiza no tan rara. Déjame. Ahí vi algo. Abajo la campana. Ok. No, ahí está. Ok. A ver, ahora tenemos este de acá. Está arriba de la cabeza del coso. No lo imaginaba. Tenemos dos monstruos. Dos monstruos. ¿Qué es el plato blanco acá? A ver, bueno, así me pregunto. Ah, no, no. Justo en la cabeza del dragón.
Leave it to me.
Ah. Cantidad long. Ok. Ok. Podemos ir por de este lado. Es mucho más fácil. Subir desde acá. Error. Me quedé sin internet. Bueno, vamos a ver si nos deja esta vez de vuelta. Pero aquí estoy, vamos a ver si podemos encontrar la campana esa que está por acá. Ahí está. Vamos a seguir tratando de ver si... desbloquear. Ok. Gracias. Otra vez.
Leave it to me.
Antes de cambiar personajes. Vamos a poner este.
It's nice to take a break once in a while. Yeah.
Ah, no. Este es otro tipo de cosa. Este.
Dragging me out of my lab for this.
Gracias. Sí, te hice venir de tu
Where
laboratorio
are
hasta acá para que
you,
me hagas.
my lovely seed? The lovely smell of all my prey.
Se me tapó algo que no importa. Ok, acá estamos. Otro plateado. Ya estamos en la cima. En la cabeza del...
Wind against my vines.
Ok, vamos a cambiar.
As always, I'm the one you need.
Otro que dispara. Gracias.
The quality.
40.
Never mind.
Vamos a sacar esto.
Pleasure me with more power. The lovely smell.
Settled.
Empezamos.
Sprout of budding seeds!
Otra vez, tengo problema de conexión.
Don't you worry.
Fun.
For now. I can take it. Wouldn't
Hay un
hurt to be
problema
more
con
prepared.
el servidor porque mi internet anda bien. Ok, ya tenemos todos esos. Ahora vamos a venir acá. Vamos a viajar rápido ahí. Ahí.
Stay sharp.
Ahí está. Vamos acá.
Extra supplies.
Sí. A ver qué más. Tenemos este de acá. Seguir. No tengo ganas de pelear con nadie. Montículo long. Ok.
A good vantage point.
Ok. Parece que sigue este acá. Ya creo que nos quedan dos más y ya estarían casi todos. Menos estos que están abajo de algo. Ah, este. Vamos a seguir este. Ajá, al revés. Vamos a ir para el más difícil.
Stay sharp.
Boom. Ahí tenemos algo. Acá estoy viendo esta parte. A ver si podemos sacar una foto. Ahí va. Yes. Allá. Ahí vi la campanita que está por acá. ¿No? Ahí va.
Stay sharp.
No puedo. A ver, ¿me llega a agarrar la pluma? Vamos.
A good vantage point.
Ok. Ahora sí, tenemos acá un lugar de pelea. Ok, este. Rápido. Los que están debajo no los voy a agarrar ahora. No sé si tiene que ver alguna misión o algo. Así que no lo vamos a agarrar. Y ese de ahí me suena... Está congelado, ¿no? Sí, me suena que tiene que ser uno grande. Va. Lo paso de largo. Ese de ahí Ahí hay una campanilla. Ok.
For emergencies.
Capaz que después tenemos que volver, ¿no? Pero entre nos es mejor. Es mejor. Sí, esto está congelado. Y ese me parece que es uno de los grandotes. Esos que te agarran y ya está. Te dejan seco. El nivel que tengo yo después de los flacos son 120. Ahí va. Y nos queda este de acá. Vamos a dejar por acá. Te metes este. Vamos a poner por acá. Por ahora estuvimos siguiendo lo que es la historia. Y si podemos tener algo.
Stay sharp.
Y hay otro más, ese que está acá. Vamos a volver a venir acá. Ya con eso vamos directamente a donde empieza la historia. Ese está allá. Están congelados todavía. Unos están congelados, otros no. Me dejo agarrar la pluma. ¿Dónde está el...? Ah, acá. Y vamos. Tres. Okay. Al otro. Después hay otro de abajo. No. Ahí. Ya lo vi.
A good vantage point.
Acá nos curamos. Ahí está la gente que está hablando.
It's Madam Magistrate! She's back! I must go tell Lady Xinyi!
Sí, voy yo primero.
The Mianlung chamber is open now. You can proceed inside.
Ah, perfecto.
Before you go, there's something important I need to tell you.
sobre cómo los Fraxidus encarcelaron al centinela?
Chang-Li was right. They used the court of Cervantes' research to trap our sentinel in its resting chamber.
¿Cómo lo hicieron?
They used the chronosorters. Our captured artificer revealed that the Fraxidus sent a death squad to invade Mount Firmament. They had a twofold plan. First, to place the chronosorter in the Mianlung chamber while it was still operational. And second, to lure the Sentinel back to Mount Firmament. Although their death squad was no match for the Sentinel, by forcing its hand, the powerful resonance ability of the Sentinel would clash with the energy of the chronosorter. This would ultimately cause harm to itself.
¿Eso realmente haría alguna diferencia? ¿Cómo podrían unos cronoclasificadores atrapar al centinela?
What if the Fraxidus modified those chronosorters? A whole bunch of them, pushed to their limits, all working together to deliver one massive blow. But not even that was enough to take down the Sentinel. After the first hit, they set up modified flare crests in the Mianlung chamber to form a special force field along with those chronosorters. It prevented the Sentinel from replenishing energy, and eventually restricted its movement and perception.
So, we must free the Sentinel from that force field first.
It would be a task more complicated than it sounds. The people of Hongzhen have lived with the Sentinel for generations. We can usually tell if it's in good shape or not. But now, the Fraxidus want to capture the Sentinel. They won't just stop at Mount Firmament. Madam Magistrate, I'm sure you didn't come here just for the Sentinel. Please tell us what you know, Madam Magistrate.
Yes. I will tell you everything.
So the Sentinel is actually injured. And it's been getting worse. The Fraxidus attacked while it hasn't healed yet. Their plans are devious as always. Madam Magistrate, you've already laid out this plan so far. It's always a challenge to decipher the Sentinel's intentions. But there were many theories about it in City Hall at the time. I couldn't fathom why it went through such great lengths to retrieve you from Mount Firmament and raise you within our walls. But now that I reflect on it, perhaps the Sentinel saw in you the potential to one day restore the temporal program and ensure the survival of Jinzhou's inhabitants. I just never thought you'd be willing to follow through with that prophecy.
It was here on this very mountain that I first encountered the Sentinel. Back then, I was too young to remember anything. Even the image of Mount Firmament has slipped from my mind. But this time, as soon as I stood at the base of Mount Firmament, I felt a wave of recognition wash over me. Memories long buried resurfaced with sudden clarity. Lady Xingyi, I was born with my life, my everything connected to our sentinel. But my duty as its appointed resonator is not the only reason for my decision. I'm following the heart of my younger self before I became Jinshi. The girl who used to laugh with pure joy as she felt the snow from Mount Firmament on her face. I am a seed, born on Mount Firmament, carried by the wind to every corner of Jinzhou. But now, I've returned to my place of origin. It's time for me to take root and grow into something greater.
No matter what happens or what choices you make, please remember, the people of Hongzhen will always have your back. Mount Firmament has been stagnant for eternity. Perhaps a sudden crack of lightning is what we need to break through the fog of uncertainty that has lingered over us for far too long. Once you pass through Hongzhen, keep your eyes open for a cave on the northern cliff. That will lead you to a shortcut towards Mianlun Chamber. The place is directly under Mount Firmament's iconic loon-shaped cliff. I wish you two the best of luck.
Gracias. Ah. Salir. Y nos dejamos un toque. Caímos por ahí. No ve nada, ¿qué querés que haga? No, también nos mojamos. Allá arriba. Bueno, vamos a tener que cambiar a otra vez Mortefi. Oh,
Dragging me out of my lab for this.
ah, que Mortefi es un científico medio joteri. ¿Dónde está el otro? Estoy segura de que había otro por... Necesito ver dónde está el... Allá arriba, ok. Ah. Vamos parkour. Más arriba. Y... por acá. Allá, ok. Como unas aguas termales.
Nice view.
Sí. Linda vista. Esto está acá abajo. Este dispara por acá y lo agarra. Bueno, son cosas. El oficio, dice Motetti. Ah, no. Cambiemos. Vamos a
Don't
familia.
bore me, okay?
A ver. Tenemos que cambiar todo. Hay que completar formulario. Vamos a unos tutoriales. Tenemos misiones. Como que salve a la chica. Son misiones de exploración. Después son algunos que son larguísimos, esos de misiones de exploración. Pensé que no era tan largo. No, es larguísimo. Esto tiene por acá. Suerte que acabamos de habilitar ese. Y supongo que este en algún momento nos dejará habilitado estos dos. Para ya tener todo todos los puntos de teletransporte, a menos que haya algún punto de teletransporte oculto. Yo no veo ninguno por acá dando vuelta. Así que... Pero puede ser que haya algún oculto. Eso no quita que no haya algún oculto. Nosotros venimos de 385. Vamos a comprar. Vamos a canjear. ¿No? Tenemos uno de estos también. Así que ya con ese tenemos 4. Y nos quedan juntar 6 más. Ajá. O sea, nos queda juntar algo así como un total de... 960. No está lo diario, ya lo hicimos. Y acá dice 240 y banda de ondas de errante, ok. Chao. Vimos que no podemos pegarles, así que por más que yo venga acá y les quiera pegar para destruirlos, no le hacen nada. No hacemos nada con eso.
Jinshi, so far, everything we know about the Sentinel is still just speculation.
You're right. But my weakening resonance ability and my connection to the Sentinel leave me no choice but to explore these theories. Whether it's fact or fiction, truth or a lie. I have to confront the Sentinel and see for myself.
Okay.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
The neon moon chamber should be deep in the cave. Let's go.
A little treat. Wind against my vines.
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us.
Wind Rider.
Reborn from ancient roots. Let's have fun.
Finale.
Okay.
Wouldn't hurt to be more prepared.
Hay un pez por acá. No, pero hay un gordito acá que está acá.
A good vantage point.
Voy a hacer algo para agarrar.
Strike from the shadows.
You're wide open. Break! Tell truth from the side.
Crimson Blossom.
Settle. Tell truth from the side.
Sprout of budding seeds! It's getting fun.
Right. Don't you worry.
And twine.
Ready for battle.
No hace mucho daño, me parece. Esto lo podemos perder.
Extra supplies.
5. Ok, ahí tenemos unos bichos. Vamos a ver si podemos... Este tipo de juego es... Cuando
Stay
veas algo, recolectalo porque lo vas a necesitar en el futuro.
Sounds come forth. Huh. The hour is upon us.
I can take it. Settle. Wind Rider. Time for a short break.
Huh. I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps.
Bloom from ashen shell. Struggle harder. Entertain me. How pathetic. In 5.
No hesitation.
Este es bastante complicado. Simplemente tengamos que tener otro tipo de...
Strike from the shadows. Keep it together. The end has come. I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps. Last chance. Is this the end?
Ouch. El problema tenemos con el nivel de los ecos.
Let me
¿Cuál es
be
el
there for
nivel?
everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Ok.
This power, it's mysterious, yet reassuring nonetheless.
Ok. Genial. Próxima ascensión, quinta fase. Ok. Tenemos 80, 90. Ok. Ok, aparentemente... ¿Qué pasa si lo cambiamos? Voy a tener cortador lunar y ella tiene abertura. Autoequipar. Ajá. Podemos mejorarlo, entre comillas. Nivel máximo alcanzado. Pero quizás sea este el problema. Ok. Necesitamos 61 para subirlo. Y... Ok. A ver, déjame ver qué podemos hacer con los 3 que tengo ahora. Ok. Creo que hemos mejorado un poco como para continuar. Digamos que este es el más rápido. Vamos para acá. Oh, ¿qué es eso? Ahora le voy a sacar una foto. No sé qué es eso. Ok, vamos de vuelta. Vamos a intentar de vuelta.
Leave it to
El
me.
único problema es que para poder subir de nivel a los personajes hay que hacer un poquito de... Vamos acá. No sé si están todos de vuelta o solamente los que no matamos. Creo que volvieron. No, creo que no. No, volvieron.
Settle.
Break. Hopefully this helps.
Tell truth with facade. Wind Rider. Don't you worry. Vanilla.
Sprout of budding seeds! Struggle harder! Entertain me!
Entwine.
Swift and resolute. The end has come. Hopefully this helps.
You're wide open.
Stemming!
Tell truth with facade.
I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps.
Break. Wind Rider.
Vamos a ver. Ok, tenemos este.
For emergencies.
Como habíamos dicho.
This must be the Mianlong chamber. We should now help the Sentinel break free from the Flare Crest's binds.
La superficie del agua no se mueve en absoluto.
Chronosorters nearby may have frozen this body of water in time. Or it could have been caused by the temporal disruptions here. Either way, we can use it to our advantage. We can walk over the water now. We are too far away to see what's going on inside. Let's go. I still need more information to determine what we should do next.
Ok. Un motivo. No vimos esto. Así que. Seguir. El agua está congelada. Esto sigue ahí abajo. Vamos a estos de acá.
Stay sharp.
Swift and resolute.
Don't run. Keep the dance going. It's getting fun.
Strike from the shadows. Moment of resonance.
Ready for battle.
Ok.
For emergencies.
No es nada. Uy. Vamos a botar. No. Aunque aparentemente tengo que ir hasta acá.
I can feel the Sentinel's presence inside, but it's not responding. The flare crest. The Sentinel is telling us we need to find the 3 flare stones corresponding to the flare crest. Then we will be able to lift the confinement set by the Fraxidus.
But I'm not seeing any flare stones. Or any kind of entrance to another chamber.
There seems to be some...
The water level has dropped. It's the flare stone. On that rock.
Let's go retrieve it.
Vamos a pelear con este primero.
The flare stone is right here. But we have to open this photon barrier first.
This barrier will break down once the corresponding photon vaults are destroyed. One of the photon vaults is in there.
Stay sharp.
We need to find a way to destroy the spikes with the corroder's help. Same as last time. Let's locate the photon vault first.
Unstop. Finale.
Vamos a
Sprout
pelear
a budding
con
seed. Vitality, sower.
Ready for battle.
Le bajó la vida enseguida. No.
Break.
Break.
Voy a ver si podemos cambiar. En vez de Camilia, vamos a volver a poner a este muchacho.
Curious you'd want me to join you in person.
Sí. Pero vamos a ver si lo podemos subir de nivel.
I see my way clear. This power you just gave me. Do you always trust others so easily?
Y canchero. Y creo que sus ecos... ¿qué? ¿Lo ponemos así? Digo, yo me parece. ¿Y cómo está ese?
I see my way clear.
Ok. Este no está... Entonces lo que vamos a hacer es... Vamos a... Son 9... 9... Creo que... 1. Y acá es... Eso es ahí. Bien. Ahora sí. Este... Vamos a ver si este funciona.
Who's the prey now? Break!
Sí, me quiero bajar el arma, perdón.
Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance.
Target confirmed. War spares no one. Sever! All is fair in war.
Okay.
Now.
Swift and resolute. Hopefully this helps.
Wind Rider. I can take it. Target, let's slip the dogs of war. Strike! Misery follows. Exterminate. Sever! It's time. Stay calm.
Swift and resolute. The end has come. Ha! Ha!
Ready for battle. Tell truth from the side. All is fair in war.
I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps.
Finale! Wind Rider. Till my last breath. A momentary setback.
Disperse. Ha! Ha! Keep it together. The hour is upon us.
Nope.
Ha!
Target, let's slip the dogs of war.
Okay.
Once, tacit discords terrorized the land.
The region of Jinzhou was under siege. A mother and her newborn child were hiding in ruins, trying to avoid the deadly creatures. They weren't safe for long, as the tacit discord found them. The mother sacrificed herself to protect her child. But with her gone, it was difficult for the newborn to survive. In a couple of minutes, its loud cries gradually died out. Fortunately, the newborn's cries echoed through the forest, with a unique resonance that reached the ears of the mighty Sentinel. With a burst of energy, our Sentinel dispelled the surrounding evils. But sadly, it was too late. That night, Mount Firmament shook with the roars of a lung, and dark clouds gathered. The Sentinel returned with a dead infant in its embrace. As if by magic, somber clouds parted, and shooting stars lit up the sky. With Mount Firmament's unique flow of time, the Sentinel brought the deceased infant back to life. The resurrected infant became known as the
Sentinel's appointed resonator, and went on to become the magistrate of Jinzhou.
La infanta fallecida aquí es... ¿Sos vos? Soy yo.
Yes, it's me. I've lived in Jinzhou my whole life, and never ventured into Hongzhen. Yet even I know of the legend. To me, Jue is more than just our sentinel, or a revered divine being. It raised me and saved me from certain death. I've been thinking about it on our way here. If the Sentinel predicted our fight, why would it even bother saving me in the first place? Now I understand why. Because I am the Sentinel's resonator. I may not have any extraordinary abilities, but I do possess the temporal program that it accidentally lost. If Jinzhou ever faces a similar time crisis, I might be the only one who can set things right. In our Sentinel's prediction, the battle between us is supposed to happen in the distant future. It had been waiting for an opportunity, a right moment to tell me the truth. That's why it didn't explain. Now may not be the opportunity the Sentinel has been waiting for, but my body cannot hold up much longer. I have to go and face it while I still can, to learn about the truth or complete our destined battle.
Aún puedes rendirte. Como tu amiga, no quiero verte sufrir.
Give up my duty? I never thought about it. To be honest, I did doubt myself many times. It was the endless kindness of you, Cheng Li, Xing Yi, and everyone in Jinzhou that gave me the courage to push on. Even Jue's decision to bring me back to life, whether out of pity or not, I am truly grateful. The thought of it warms my heart every time. Jinzhou holds everything that's dear to me. Even without the title of magistrate, I could never leave Jinzhou behind.
Pero tus heridas.
I'm okay. The pain I'm feeling is nothing compared to those trapped in the temporal disruptions. I must find the Sentinel as soon as possible. We draw from the same source of power. Saving it means saving myself.
Tienes que luchar contra el centinela.
If there is truly no other option in the end, then I will have to fight it. I refuse to back down. I will fight. To protect the Sentinel and to defend Jinzhou. One life may be lost, but many will be saved. If it means keeping everyone safe, then I have no regrets giving my own life. But let me make one thing clear. I am not planning on dying yet. I am here to fight for a chance at survival, no matter how slim that chance may be. We're not in a situation where death is our only option, are we?
Confía en tu decisión, te ayudaré.
Thank you for placing your trust in me. Come to think of it, many good things have happened to me since you arrived in Jinzhou. Thank you, Rover.
Siempre estoy aquí para ti. Me aseguraré de que salgas a salvo. Iré a encontrarme con el centinela contigo.
My teacher Cheng-Li told me it's up to both of us to solve the crisis at Mount Firmament. As I know you have a special connection with our Sentinel, I need your support in this decision. But don't worry, I'm prepared. This isn't about succumbing to destiny. It's about embracing it fully. I am grateful to have you by my side through it all.
Okay.
This should come in handy.
Voy a mirar acá por las dudas. Ok, me quedé ahí abajo. Ok. Pero eso ya lo tengo. Que no. Ah, ok.
The remaining photon vault is hidden behind the fissured ledge.
Fissured ledge. If only there was a tacitite fulminate. Let's look around.
que... Ah.
Keep your eyes open.
Quizá necesito venir para acá. ¿Con esto? Ah, no, no, no. Ah. Ojalá. Ah, ¿por qué se pone ahí abajo? No. Yo creo que este viene para este lado, pero ¿cómo hacemos para...? Guiarlo para allá arriba. Algo que... A ver, ahora. No. Tendré que estar más cerca.
It's time.
Ahí va. Es conmigo. Ok. Mortefi. Otra vez lo necesitamos. Ah, derrotado. Mortefi.
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
Qué tonto. Escuchalo.
Curious you'd want me to join you in person.
Tenés... Ok, vamos a ver estos dos, a ver qué onda.
Who's the prey now?
Break! Tell truth from facade.
A momentary setback.
I sense your weakness.
Sever! War spares no one.
Este es nuestro primer psicoestilo.
The die is cast.
Swift and resolute. Hopefully this helps.
Tenemos... Tenemos...
Cherish every gain.
Ok. Digamos que eso era lo que tenía, que había acá. Ok. Ok.
hounds, come forth.
Good. Now we can get that flare stone.
Bien. Pero antes que nada... Vamos a curar. Vamos a curarnos. Así que vamos a... Ok, acá hay un par de bichos.
Leave it to me. Hopefully this helps.
Ready for battle.
Summer!
Tell truth with facade.
Moment of resonance. Hopefully this helps.
Podemos absorber esto.
War spares no one. Exterminate.
I sense your weakness.
You're wide open. Tell truth with facade.
Ahora ustedes.
Break!
Summer!
Swift and resolute.
Fear no more.
Swift and resolute.
Ok.
Done.
2 more to go. Let's look for them nearby.
Ese lo quería sacar de encima por una cuestión de que va a ser un poquito complicado.
One last flare stone to go.
Ok. Ok. Este que está ahí arriba tenemos que hacerlo con este de acá. No. A ver si ahora... No tenemos que ajustar el nivel del agua. Ah, sí. Yo pensé que iba a venir hasta acá. No.
All set. The Sentinel should be able to break free now.
Yes. I believe so. Let's head back to the Sentinel's place.
Suerte que hicimos lo otro antes, ¿eh?
Jinshi, it has been quite some time. And greetings, Lady Arbiter. Or should one address you as Rover now? One cannot discern the cause of your arrival. Yet its significance heralds Jinzhou's fateful juncture. Shall a child who has lost their memories take up arms and fight for their fate? Or shall they retreat to their cradle and slumber? The seed of the future shall be sown in this very moment.
¿Qué quieres decir con Arbiter? ¿Qué debería ser? No entiendo. ¿Podrías explicarlo de nuevo?
Once the situation settles, an explanation shall be provided. For now, one must implore you to simply engage, decide, and observe. Jinshi, your journey has been an arduous one. Aside from aiding one in this predicament, surely there are other inquiries you wish to make.
I cannot bring myself to ask for more. All I seek is the truth. Mount Firmament is in grave danger. Regarding the temporal mandate and your injuries, please do not keep the truth from me any longer.
One understands your concerns. The timing may not be optimal for this disclosure, yet in the midst of crisis, one must act with expedience. For one will soon perish. One such as this, of immortal nature, is designed to endure for all time. Yet one suffered severe harm in ancient times, and now relies on the Mianlong Chamber for survival. This is not the optimal solution. For a long time, one has had to use this chamber to replenish energy, hoping to delay the inevitable doom. Yet fate cannot be defied. The Fraxidas have conspired against this one. Now, the injury only worsens. The Mianlong Chamber can no longer prolong one's life.
Si muere, ¿qué ocurrirá con Shinzo?
Jinzhou. The city of Jinzhou will be no more. Ever since one descended upon Mount Firmament, using the power of temporal mandate to repel tacit discords, time has been in disarray within this location. The fate of Jinzhou was sealed from that moment on. Over the past millennia, one has defied the laws of nature and sustained Jinzhou at the cost of one's own life force. Otherwise, the temporal disruption would wreak havoc not only on Mount Firmament, but on the entire region of Jinzhou. If this were to happen, all life will be engulfed in a chaotic storm of twisted time flow.
qué pasaría a ellos.
Jinzhou shall forever remain frozen in time. The past and the future melt into one, rendering life indistinguishable from death. The ceremonial rituals and endless battles persist, intertwining joy and sorrow into an eternal blur. All inhabitants of Jinzhou shall endure this perpetual fate until time itself ceases to exist. It is this one's own doing, and one must put an end to it. In the coming days, one will exert every ounce of strength to freeze the time in Jinzhou at the cost of one's remaining life. In that moment, Jinzhou will fall into stillness, but not perish. In the distant future, the people of Wanlong may discover a method to rescue Jinzhou.
Is there truly nothing else we can do?
This is not the optimal solution, but it suffices as an option.
Please, forgive me, but I cannot do as you say. A decade, a century. What if nobody comes up with a solution? By that time, the world will have turned its back on this forgotten city. And who would be willing to spend precious resources rescuing a small city in a far-off corner of the world? Jinzhou's fate deserves better than an uncertain future.
Whilst one may not live to witness the future, one can still envision endless possibilities yet to come. In my deduction, this method proves to be the most effective and stable. Magistrate Jinji, as you express doubts, pray tell, how do you propose to solve this issue? The flow of time upon Mount Firmament is in disarray, and it can only be contained through one's utmost effort. If one does not freeze the time now, the situation in Jinzhou shall surely worsen 100-fold, or even 1,000-fold, after one's passing.
You once predicted a destined battle between us. Is it true?
Correct.
I was lost at first, struggling to grasp the prophecy's meaning. Only when I learned of your actions alongside the court of Savante did it all become clear. By clashing two resonating powers, a second resonance awakening can be induced. Through this, I am able to push my resonance ability beyond its limits and invoke the temporal mandate to restore the flow of time. Though I will be forced to raise my blade against you.
Ridiculous! If you clash with my resonance power, Even the smallest mistake will result in overclocking and leave you nothing but an empty husk. You are well aware of its excruciating effects. The pain you feel now is but a faint scratch in comparison to its true torment. Moreover, you will be trapped within the fissures of time itself. Your being will be relentlessly shredded and mended day after day, denied any respite for eternity.
But I can restore the errors in the flow of time. Isn't that why you saved me all those years ago? I'm just doing what you've been doing all along. Going against fate to keep Jinzhou safe.
Jinshi, you are given one last opportunity. Let me freeze the time, and I can ensure your safety.
Debe haber otra forma. Si la ayudo, estoy aquí por una razón. ¿Realmente no hay ninguna posibilidad de que ella viva?
You're only here to witness before the right time arrives. But you are not compelled to remain idle. Should you intervene, we may augment Jinshi's odds of survival by a fraction. Command me to transfer my temporal mandate access to Jinshi at the right moment. The moment of her resonance abilities depletion, when she is teetering on the brink of overclocking and near death. Then we may still save her life. Miss that moment by even the slightest margin, and Jinshi's fate will be sealed.
Haré todo lo que pueda para mantener a Jinshi a salvo. Así que una pelea entre vosotras dos es inevitable.
I should have died a long time ago. But I was lucky enough to be saved by you, allowing me the chance to see the glittering lights of Jinzhou for myself. You rewinded time to save me. I am responsible. Jinzhou is my home. If it's ever in danger, I will do everything in my power to protect what I hold dear, even at the cost of my own life.
Such a valiant speech. Do you know the weight of this decision?
I understand your concerns. I will reach my second awakening with our destined confrontation, and restore the time flow. Are you willing to bet on me?
Restore the time flow. Pray, from where does this confidence arise? You are my resonator, but your strength is only a fraction of mine. There is little chance for you to retreat unscathed.
But I can at least win some hope for our people. Even if it costs me my soul, my everything. I cannot die without trying. I may only bear your power for a fleeting moment. It's all I need to secure a better future for Jinzhou, defying all of your predictions. And I can keep you safe. If there is anyone who can face you in a fight, that person has to be your resonator. I will be your final winning move in this game.
Are you truly ready to challenge a being worshipped by your kind? Will you not regret it when you meet your bitter demise?
I will not regret it, no matter what.
Very well, Magistrate of Jinzhou. Come to the summit. Demonstrate your prowess. Show me how you shall be my triumphant ace.
Ok. Y vamos a salir. Nada, ¿no? Como para agarrar, por las dudas.
Lady Arbiter, one is curious about your choice this time. Wherever the tides may take us, you will bear witness to our fight.
Government must be guided by virtue. She, do you keep this in mind?
Yes, virtue must come first. Politics, commerce, it all must serve the people.
From now on, you shall be known as Jinshi, bearing Jinzhou's name as your own. What do you think of this world?
Like here. Darkness clings, but lights flicker in the gloom.
A guiding light in the silver.
That's why they stand out so brightly against the darkness.
This entrance leads to one's sonorosphere. Magistrate Jinshi, one shall await you there. Rover, this battle is related to the fate of Jinzhou, and only you can open this sonorosphere. The key to Jinzhou's future lies in your hands.
If I open it, Jinshi is bound to face you in the ultimate battle. The ideal outcome would be for her to absorb your power at the critical moment and restore the time flow without any loss of life. But there's a chance that she could push herself too far and end up dying from overclocking. Though, if I do nothing, you'll use your remaining power to freeze all of Jinzhou in time.
Correct. Now, please let us know your choice.
Rover,
Abrir la entrada una vez que esté lista, no habrá vuelta atrás.
I have been preparing for this moment. Leaving Jinzhou behind fills me with regret. Knowing I may never again bask in its glorious sunshine, or witness the purity of its snowflakes. But that's why I'm here. To ensure that others can still experience the wonders of nature. Our city has a rich history, with generations witnessing endless sunrises and sunsets at the border. Our people have sacrificed their blood and tears to protect Huanglang's safety. They deserve a bright future. I want to protect Jinzhou in my own way. As Jinshi, as a citizen of Jinzhou, and as Jinzhou's magistrate. Let's begin.
Vamos a pelear con el dragón.
Onwards. Insolence. Bath in starlight. Thus it ends. Onwards. So be it. Embrace the change. Heaven ordains. Banish all vice. Forgive me. Negligence on my part. Worry not. I shall lead the way. Sacred light. Strike fast. Take flight. Thus it ends. The sky beckons. Evil be cleansed. Oh, stars, heed my calling. Onward, sacred light.
impressive feat, Magistrate Jinshi. However, you are still a long way from inheriting my power. Back down now, while you still can.
I've made up my mind, and I will not back down. You once said it's not easy to become a candle of light. But I still want to try. I want to see if I can ignite a spark of hope for Jinzhou.
What do you say? Cute, isn't it?
Lady Arbiter. May this one transfer the temporal mandate to Jinshi.
I've got just the one.
This one has heard your decision. What do you think of this one?
They deserve a bright future.
The transfer has been carried out as you instructed. Jinshi, one shall honor one's promise and restore Jinzhou's future to you and its people.
¿Hay algo acá? Mucho lugar.
Jinshi has recovered. One will soon send her back to Jinzhou for recuperation. Please do not worry. With all matters resolved, as per the agreement, it is time for one to address you. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have.
Pregunta sobre tu pasado.
I am WuWa the Sentinel, the guide of Jinzhou's civilization. Everything about Jinzhou has been stored in my mind. You are my arbiter, and my former master. In bygone days, I stood by your side as you established Jinzhou City. You tasked me with safeguarding its prosperity.
Entonces, ¿por qué perdí mis recuerdos? ¿Quién soy yo?
This one begs your pardon, for it is not all-knowing. All my knowledge came from you. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have.
Pregunta sobre la elección y el acceso.
In the past, one was granted the key to that Sonoro sphere by your hand. You said you planned to participate in history, to make choices and witness the development of civilizations. One had previously requested for permission to transfer the temporal mandate to Jinshi, as that is how one is designed to function. Every ounce of my existence, from life to death, and even the passing on of power, is subject to your approval. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have.
Pregunta sobre el estado de Jinji.
Since Jinshi has inherited my power, the temporal programs are now complete. Jinzhou is no longer under threat. Jinshi has fully assumed the mantle of leadership. From this day forth, one shall only offer aid when it is truly needed.
¿Por qué no se lo dijiste a Jinji antes?
This situation has been analyzed before, but the number of variables made reaching a safe conclusion impossible. To accomplish her goal, Jinshi must possess both strength and confidence. Revealing the truth to her earlier would only add to her troubles and not aid in improving her abilities. Today was not the ideal moment for our destined battle to unfold, but the Fraxidus has remarkably escalated its arrival. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have.
Pregunta sobre la situación actual de Villa Arcoiris.
The flow of time on Mount Firmament has been restored to its natural pace. But the citizens of Hongzhen must still contend with shortened lifespans should they attempt to depart. Fortunately, with Jinshi's resonance ability, they can stay safe as long as they remain on the mountain. For lack of a better solution, this is the best we can do. Through countless ages, the imposing Mount Firmament stood firm against the storms. But as spring brings thunder and change, one feels a spark of transformation in the air. The people of Hongzhen have a bright future ahead. One that can be steered in the right direction within mere days with proper leadership. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have.
No tengo nada que preguntar.
Your tacit mark. There is something unusual.
¿Te refieres a Abby? Abby, despierta. Alguien está preguntando por ti.
What? What's wrong? Rover, who's bullying you? Huh? Is it you, big thing? Huh? How dare you? I'm gonna teach you a Wait, pause. I don't think it has any bad intentions. It smells like the unnatural smell I smelled in Jinzhou before.
Bueno, sobre el centinela que estaba buscando.
Oh, so you must be that sentinel. Hello there, big one. Rover, why didn't you wake me up earlier? I got a feeling I missed out on a lot of fun.
It does feel similar to me, but there is some difference.
¿Sabes qué es eso?
This entity is unfamiliar to me. As it resides within your tacit mark, one can only assume you granted it access intentionally.
Entonces, ¿qué más puede responder a mis preguntas?
Lady Arbiter, have you heard of the Black Shores?
La Costa Negra, he oído hablar de ella. Sí, conozco a esa persona.
The Black Shores is the starting point of your journey in this world. If you have doubts, this one suggests a visit to that island.
Lo tendré en cuenta.
Worry not. The wuthering waves ebb and flow. They shall send you back to where you belong. One suggests heading back to Hongzhen to reunite with your companions, Lady Arbiter. With Mount Firmament no longer posing a threat, surely Hongzhen will undergo significant changes.
Ouch. La idea. Jeje, como es opcional.
Mount Firmament glowed with the sun's light, high above the clouds and snow. Then, suddenly, they vanished, revealing a distant blue sky. And amidst it all stood a white-haired maiden, like a goddess descended from the heavens. With a mere wave of her hand, she brought forth a new season, transforming the streets below. This maiden was none other than the dead infant, now reborn as the magistrate of Jinzhou. When thunder roars in spring's embrace, the sun shall shine upon this place. For only through death and strife can one truly embrace new life.
I see. Doesn't matter. That's not important for our goal. We have the answers we wanted already. With the second resonance awakening, we will tap into powers that rival the Sentinels. Complete control of the artificial resonator awakening process is within reach. And lastly, about that rover. This trip was worth it. We've collected many wonderful notes, haven't we? It's about time. Get moving. Can't let a certain someone wait too long behind bars.
Ok. Bueno, vamos a ver cómo venimos. 155. Tenemos 5. Bueno, en el próximo... Yo creo que para el próximo vamos a tratar de ver si podemos... más que nada... tratar de ver todas estas zonas. Ah, bueno, acá teníamos otro. Tengo 1, 2. Arriba tenemos 1, 3. No sé por qué acá tenemos. Acá tenemos desde los ecos de la destrucción, etcétera, etcétera. Tenemos este, que todavía no lo tenemos. A ver si podemos abrir el mapa de vuelta. Parecería que... viene a partir de acá. Así que vamos a ver si podemos hacer algo o para tener todos desbloqueados.
Leave it to me.
Ah, me dieron.
No hesitation.
Bueno, por lo menos
I sense your weakness.
Target confirmed.
You're wide open.
Save me, boss.
Ok, aquí tenemos... Tiene que llegar ahí abajo, así que tenemos que... Para acá. No.
An unexpected discovery.
Excelente. ¿Cuánto vamos ahora? 115. Bien. Ok. Tenemos... ese ahí que yo supongo que vendrá... No tengo nada que ver con eso. Aunque... tiene ese amarillo de ahí.
Leave it to me. Huh. No hesitation.
Break! Strike! Exterminate. All is fair and war spares no one. Caution. Wind Rider. Tell truth from facade.
Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance. I sense your weakness. One more time. Hopefully this helps.
Ready for battle. All is fair in war. Stay calm. The die is cast. Sever!
Keep it together.
Settled. Tell truth, facade. Retreat to advance. Don't you worry. I can take it. Unstoppable. Tell truth from facade.
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us. Last chance.
Target, let's slip the dogs of war. All is fair in war. Unleash the fangs. You're wide open. Finale. Till my last breath.
Strike from the shadows. Hopefully this helps.
Okay.
This should come in handy. It's time. Keep your eyes open.
Creo que hay un árbol rojo.
It's time.
Algo dentro del árbol. Sí, una campanilla. A ver. Tenemos que venir para este lado. Ah, ok, ok. Parece que es por acá. Ok. Por acá, pero no tenemos la entrada. Ah, y tenemos acá ya tipo el boss. Bueno, en este no tenemos entrada. Acá supongo que será a través de alguna misión o algo. Así que lo que vamos a llegar a decir es, dejamos acá. Y en el próximo video va a ser justamente todo lo que es la parte de... Acá tenemos 20%. Pero podemos llegar a tratar de... Este que tiene el 70, este que tiene el 54, 59, tratar de llegar a que sean 100%, estaría buenísimo. Y el resto tratar de ponerlo más en un nivel tipo 50, como para la siguiente vez seguir aumentando. Entonces todo lo que son de 50 para arriba, tratar de dejarlos en nivel 100, y todo lo que son de 50, de 49 para abajo, tratar de dejarlos en nivel 50. Sería buenísimo para ya tener más una idea. Y acá tenemos, bueno, estos dos. Acá tenemos, o sea, en este Costa Negra todavía nos queda y Renacista también. Así que la idea es, una vez que completemos eso, ir a seguir con justamente la misión. Y una vez que tengamos la misión, poder tener el resto de las cosas. Bien, tutoriales, hay un par de cosas acá. Capaz que estarían buenos tenerlas. Logros. Exploración. Completa el desafío de Eco Clan Bank una vez. Usar dispositivo de salto una vez. Juan Long es la hora. Libera al enemigo dentro de la barrera de fotones una vez. Desbloquea la baliza de resonancia de la cabeza del dragón en la cantidad de Long. Toma de la naturaleza. Recolecta minerales 200 veces. ¿Bien? Tenemos viaje errante 1 todavía, al 70. Despertar de primavera. Completa el de hielo de eones. Bueno, todo. Nos queda todo esto para completar también. En este caso, experiencias inesperadas. Pierde un resonador con un golpe final dirigido cuando el PS esté por encima del 50. Ok. Y camino al crecimiento. Usa el nexo de baliza para renacer a los personajes 10 veces. Bueno, todavía nos queda varios también. Se mejora el módulo de datos a nivel 15. Estamos también ahí. Misiones, estas son las misiones nuevas. Pasea por Villa Arcoiris. Bueno, todas estas cosas. Y el evento progreso. Gasta un total de 120 placas onduladas. Y acá se completa el acto de... Bueno, esto es lo que nos queda. Historia complementaria, nos queda 13 días para completarla. Después tenemos esto, que es exploración de weathering. Son 3 días que nos quedan. Se reinicia todos los días a las 4 de la mañana de la zona. Yo supongo que no 4 horas nuestras, sino 4 de la mañana del servidor. El estándar. Tenemos 13 años. Ok. No sé. Laberinto de los sueños. No sé dónde es. Revisar pesadillas. No tengo ganas. No tenemos ganas por ahora. Pero bien, está bueno. Acá tenemos desafiar. Ok, ese. Y, perdón, tenemos este. Y desafiar. Este otro de acá, ok. Ya con eso se nos fue el puntito de acá, bien. Y el tema de unión está ahí también. Lo de datos, estamos ya llegando al nivel 11, nos queda re poquito. Y ya tendríamos la recompensa de 40. Tenemos estos que son nuevos. Acá, escarchalada, nos quedan 2 para este y este para hacer. Por ejemplo, en ese, ¿no? Después tenemos grieta fundida, nos queda 1. Este nos quedan un par. Ventisca sierra, nos queda 1. Queda este, nos quedan un par. Nos quedan un par también. Este nos quedan 2. Este nos queda 1. Este no tenemos ninguno. Este tampoco. Supongo que será lo que están en otro lado. Así que nada. Así que bueno. Listo, entonces en el próximo. Esta experiencia de módulo de datos. Desbloquear nuevos ecos para aumentar la experiencia. Podemos tratar de desafío semanal, acceso anticipado limitado. No sé. Podríamos llegar a ver si podemos obtener alguna cosa más. A ver, no sé, venir acá. Tratar de tener algún otro eco, capaz, como para ver si podemos subir a ese y ya irnos. Nos queda re poquito para eso. Esto no dan eco. Que vamos a tener que ir a un lugar donde haya algún... Bueno, ahí tenemos un algo.
Who's the prey now?
Strike from the shadows!
All is fair in war.
Disperse!
No tenemos... No podemos obtener eco. Vamos a este.
Break!
Y este.
Target let slip the dogs of war. It's time. I trust you can use it to the full.
Okay. Vemos otros más.
Who's the prey now? Strike!
The hour is upon us. Sounds come forth.
Break!
Swift and resolute.
Está, módulo 11. Bien. Y con ese,
An unexpected discovery.
y con eso me siento satisfecha. Vamos a la ciudad principal. En Shinzo. Vamos a venir acá. Y ya podemos ver cuánto tenemos para para ver una tirada más. Tenemos que juntar 10 tiradas para el banner promocional. Así que, a ver. Esperen que antes de eso, ¿no? Este módulo de datos. Tenemos nivel 11. Reclamar. Excelente. Realiza del drop. Acá ya tenemos, empezamos. A partir del 13 nos dan, las rarezas son del 75, o sea, vamos a tener más de 4 estrellas. Eso está bueno. Bien, ahora sí. ¿Cuántas tiradas tenemos? No nos alcanza para solamente una. Pero estamos ahí nomás de... Tenemos 6. Así que estamos ahí nomás también de tener la otra. Y tenemos que juntar 10 tiradas. Así que también. Y vemos... A ver si... Dice... Dentro de las 80 invocaciones. Capaz que nos sale en la siguiente. Capaz que nos sale... Cuando diga 10 de 80. O sea, en la última 10 tiradas. Pero bueno. Ahora tenemos a Jinxie. O Jinxie. O como sea que se pronuncie. Y esto tenemos que sea un piti de... No tenemos 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46. Tenemos 46 piti, así que bastante complicado. Bien. Con eso entonces me despido, nos vemos en el próximo. Lo que vamos a hacer, no misiones, sino que vamos a estar tratando de despejar un poco lo que es el mapa. Nos vemos. Chao, chao.